I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining all his English tips, Kris
Is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
Hello, in today's podcast we have a special guest and we'll also be talking about some British versus Australian slang, also getting a shark tip and finding out the difference between have and have got. My guest is almost ready. She's just topping up her gin with some fizzy water. What's the point? So today we've got a very special guest. Her name is Kelly and she is a South African Australian. Is that right? Do you think
Yes,
it's a good
that's
enough
right.
explanation?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, explain what a South African Australian is.
All right. So, like many people, many South Africans, I grew up in South Africa until I was about 5 years old, and then in the early 2000s we moved to a different country. Given there was a lot of violence and problems in South Africa, so we moved to Australia. So from the age of 5, it changed my life completely, and I grew up in a completely different country. So we grew up in Brisbane, so on the east coast of Australia.
Well, why Brisbane?
Brisbane because it had the climate that was most similar to the one in South Africa, essentially.
Hot.
Yes, because it was on the east coast by the ocean. And the climate was
Trying to understand
almost
where
the
the
same.
east is. Yeah.
Yeah, so we moved over and we found that there were a lot of South Africans who did the same thing as we did. And so very quickly, my parents had a community of about 10 other families, all from South Africa.
All right. All people the same age as you as well.
Yeah, so all the
Kids.
kids were about the same age as me. So we had like a little tribe going.
I'm sure that's very politically correct, but okay. Yeah, well, you said it, so.
Say it right.
We're going to look at 10 British slang terms to see if you know any of them. Okay, and if they're the
Alright.
same in Australia and in South Africa, you never know. Okay, your brother lives in Manchester, you said.
Yeah, so I have one brother that lives in Manchester, the other in London.
So you should know these then. You should be an
Ye-
expert.
Maybe.
Or we
Let's
should
see.
phone them and ask them.
Yeah.
Do you know what this means? Let's see. Okay, so what does a bog mean?
A bog.
If I say I'm going to the bog,
Oh, this is different in Australia. A bog is a poo.
a bog is a poo.
Yes.
Ah, well, they're connected.
Okay.
We sit on the bog to have a poo.
It's a toilet.
Yeah, a bog is a toilet.
We call it the poo.
The poo is a
Yeah.
the poo,
We have
the
a
poo is a
really-
bog.
We have a really horrible term called a grog bog.
A grog bog. What's a grog
It's
bog?
terrible. It's... Oh, I can't believe
It's
I'm saying
like
this
a
on...
wet poo.
No,
What
it's...
is it?
A grog is a term for booze, alcohol.
Okay, grog
this
is alcohol. Yeah,
going to make Australians seem more like alcoholics, but
well,
basically
it's true.
they
If
call
it's
it,
true, you can't deny it really.
they call it grog bog basically when you have a big night out and the next day you have to do a poo. It's got a grog bog. Okay, basically
Okay.
a booze-induced poo.
Okay, nice.
You have to cut that out.
No, we leave it
Just
in.
for your interest.
No, it's good.
It's terrible.
No, it's very good. It's very interesting. Okay, the second one, dishy.
Dishy.
What does dishy mean?
A dishy is the person in a restaurant that washes the dishes. It's a dishy or a dish pig.
A dish pig.
Yeah, we call them a dish pig.
That's not offensive at all. A dish pig. No, dishy
Yes.
doesn't. So, but in Australia, a dishy it means something.
It's the person who washes the dishes. Basically, a lot of slang in Australia just comes from adding the Y to the word.
Okay.
Okay, dishy. would
No,
just
in
be-
English, if I say he's dishy or she's
He's
dishy,
dishy.
with a woman wouldn't normally use it. It means sexy.
Sexy. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm sure a dishwasher could be dishy. I mean,
well
it depends
dishy
who
is not
it is.
sexy in Australia.
Oh,
If
the
you're a
job,
dishy,
the job
if you're a
maybe
dish
not.
pig.
A dish pig, maybe not.
If
is
you
that
tell
so?
someone he's a dishy, they're not going to be very interested.
What about argy bargy?
Argy bargy. No, we don't have it.
No. So if I say there's an argy-bargy going on over there,
No, nothing. I don't know it.
nothing means a quarrel or an argument.
Okay.
An argy-bargy. You never heard of it?
No, but we have something called Georgie Porgy.
Georgie Porgy.
Yes, in
Ah.
Australia, but I can't
Uh-huh.
remember what the meaning was. I have to check it.
Georgie Porgy is a nursery. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. You never heard it?
No, I've never heard
Because
it.
she's not listened to my podcast. Listen to the first podcast and you'll hear it. If I say blow me, what do I mean?
This is something sexual.
What do you think it means?
Blowjob.
No.
No.
No. Never heard it?
No, I never heard it.
If I say blow me, it means like I'm shocked or surprised. Like, oh, blow me. It's not an offer.
No, it's an offer. In Australia,
No,
it's
exclamation of surprise.
an offer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, blow me. If I say I'm chuffed, I use this word all the time.
We have the same one.
Good.
We
Because
say
it's
chuffed.
the
We
best
don't
word
really
ever.
use it. We use stoked more than chuffed.
Stoked.
Yeah. It's the same meaning.
In fact, I heard that in Home and Away, I think. Or in
Yeah, it's very
Neighbours.
surfer slang. Okay, you say,
Ah.
the waves are so good, the swell was so good, I was stoked.
Oh, okay. I don't think we use
So-
that in England. We've heard it because of Australian soap operas.
Okay, right.
Home and Away is always at the beach.
Yeah, there we go.
Neighbours less. A giddy kipper. What's a giddy kipper?
I have no idea. Giddy kipper? No, nothing.
A giddy means what then?
Giddy, happy?
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
is very
okay.
excited.
Giddy, yeah.
So if I say he's a giddy kipper,
A giddy person.
perfect. You're
Okay.
a genius. Gobby. If someone's gobby, I'm quite gobby.
Oh, this is a very derogatory term in Australia.
Ah,
A gobby is a blowjob.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And I just said I'm a blowjob. No, I'm very gobby. Gobby means someone who
Talkative.
No, who speaks and doesn't care what other people think.
Okay,
Very outspoken.
like shut your gob. But gobbies is also to do with the mouth, but it's something else.
So it's a gobby in
Yeah,
Australia.
it's a gobby.
Just so I know for future reference.
Yeah, it's called a gobby.
Oh, we're very educational today, aren't we, really? Okay, you have a brother who lives in Manchester, you said.
Yes.
Okay, what's a Scouser?
Oh, Scouser, no idea.
Okay, what do you call a person who's from Manchester?
Manca, no.
A Mancunian.
Mancunian,
Or a
okay.
mank. Okay, we say mank. Okay, a Scouser is somebody from Liverpool
Okay.
because they have a Scouse accent. Can you do a Scouse accent? A Liverpudlian accent?
No, I have no idea what it sounds like.
Not like, I'm going to wake.
Oh, no.
There is nothing wrong with the audio on your phone. That is actually how they sound. My father refuses to go to Liverpool because he hates the way they sound. Unfortunately, the boat to Belfast goes from Liverpool, so we have no
Oh, well, there
choice.
we are.
When he has to go to Belfast on a boat, he has to go there with headphones. Okay, this one I think probably you use the same. I'm having a knees up.
Knees up? Nope.
No.
No. Knees up, never heard it.
What do you think it
Maybe I'm
means?
wrong, but I've never heard it. Knees up, a bad day.
No, it's the opposite.
Oh,
It's a party,
good
having a
day.
party.
Having a party.
Like you're dancing. Your knees are coming up all the time. You're
Okay,
dancing. I
right.
guess it comes from that. At Her Majesty's pleasure. You should know if you're
At Her
mainly
Majesty's
Australian.
pleasure, I guess it means, I don't know, help yourself.
No,
No, I don't know.
No.
Obviously, the Majesty's a queen, but I don't know.
Her Majesty's a queen, yeah.
Okay.
When Charlie Boy comes into power, it'll be His Majesty. But yeah, at Her Majesty's pleasure means to be in prison.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's scrummy.
Scrummy is like dirty, messed up. No? Scrummy.
Not delicious.
Delicious. That's scrumptious.
Yeah, scrummy also.
Scrummy, no. For
Scrummy.
us, scrum is different because you have a scrum in rugby. Scrum is where everybody fights for the ball.
Ah, yeah,
and so
yeah, of
something that's
course.
scrummy
Yeah, but
is
some people
something
might
that's,
find
like,
that delicious. All the
messy.
sweat and dirt. You never know. The other day, one of our students said to me, our student who's in Adelaide, but he's not Australian, said to me, I'm going to whoop whoop. What the hell does that mean?
Okay, so whoop whoop basically means you're going inland. You're going to some place where nobody ever goes. Basically, it means you're going really far away. Like you would say Timbuktu.
Ah,
we say
okay.
whoop whoop or we say Wagga Wagga. Okay,
Wagga
because
Wagga?
Wagga Wagga is a town that's also in the middle of nowhere.
Is it nice?
No, it's not nice.
You've never
There's
been?
nothing
Oh, you've
there.
been?
I've never been, but I've seen. I've had friends from Wagga Wagga, in fact.
Ah, so there's some people
Yeah,
there,
people
then.
laugh at them for.
So they can't use that expression.
No, they can't. Of course, they can't
What
say
do
I'm
they
going
say?
home to Wagga Wagga.
I'm
we
going to
think, oh, that
Brisbane.
must be far.
They say the opposite. So
Yeah.
what other? Tell me some Australian words that maybe I don't know. Or British people might not know.
Australian words, okay, frothing.
Frothing.
Yes, okay, this is one. To be frothing means that you're really, really happy about something. It's like to be stoked.
I was thinking it was the opposite. Because if
No,
I'm
you
frothing,
can say-
normally I'm angry.
You can say like I'm frothing. It means like you're really, really happy about something. You're really excited about something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
and
I'm
then
frothing about Lady Gaga's new album, which is not
Yeah.
true because I don't like it.
you don't like.
Okay.
All right, like that. Another one would be grom, which is basically
Grom, the ice cream shop in Italy.
Yeah, this one makes me laugh.
Ah.
But instead, no, grom in Australia means like a prepubescent person, someone who's about 13 years
This
old.
morning for breakfast, I've actually had Grom strawberry jam.
There we are.
I'm about to bring it back up. So Grom means a prepubescent what?
Person,
Too many P's in that
so
word.
particularly, especially when you're in high school, you say, "Oh, there's so many groms around." It means there's so many like young kids, the people around the age of about 13, 14 years old. But it's often used in the sea when people are surfing. They say, "Oh, the groms are here," and it means that there are lots of young people surfing. But in fact, the groms, the young people, are usually the best because they spend all their time surfing. They're very little and they have no fear. So
Oh yeah, if you've
they're
no fear
fearless.
of
Yeah.
sharks or anything. Do you have sharks?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of
Have you ever
sharks.
seen one?
Sorry?
But have you ever seen a shark?
Yes. One time I was camping on an island
gonna
with
say
my family.
Camping in the countryside? Maybe not seen a shark.
No, I was on an island with my South African tribe, let's say, of the 10 families that we always spent
10
summers.
families altogether?
Yeah, we used to
That
have
sounds like
really
hell.
no, it was fantastic. It was great. Anyway, we often would see dolphins usually around sunset, and so we'd go in swimming with them. And so we saw some dolphins and we were getting into the water and we thought these ones were a bit strange because they weren't jumping out of the water. Instead, they were kind of just staying in the same place. So we got in about waist deep and we realized these are not dolphins. These are sharks, and there were about 3 of them. So we basically ran out and decided to be a bit more careful
So
next
it's not
time.
something you'd like to swim with then? You don't want to go swimming with sharks?
Well, no, I wouldn't knowingly want to, but I mean, it's different. If you go...
Knowingly want to. Kelly, come with me. I'll just drag you through the water. There's a shark behind you, but don't worry.
That's it. But I mean, if you're going snorkeling and you can see it from a distance, then they're quite beautiful. But if you're going swimming, you don't have goggles or anything on. You can't
Or in
see
a
what's
cage.
around you. Yeah, you're not in a cage, then you don't want to see one by surprise.
Probably not.
No. This is a tip for everyone who wants to visit Australia. If you
Don't
go
go.
swimming... If you're going swimming, all beaches are not equal. Don't go swimming near the river mouth, okay? Where the fresh water meets the seawater. This is where you'll find all of the really dangerous sharks, for example, bull sharks and tiger sharks. They like to hang out in this area because the water is very murky, so it's not very clear, and so they can't see what animal they're going to attack, and you can't see them. So this is like a known rule in Australia. You don't go swimming by the river mouth. But very often we see tourists that are swimming by the river mouth and we think, oh my God.
And what do you do? Just
It's a recipe
you film
for
them
disaster.
for Instagram. Quick, get the camera. Look at that silly
gosh.
Brit about to get killed. I don't know how these people film these disasters. I've never understood how they are
yeah.
already filming before
When it
these things happen.
happens.
Did they plan it? Did they
That's
bring the
true.
bear around and go, okay, start filming and I'll push the bear out of the bush?
That's true.
Like the
Well, it
Kodak
must be.
moment.
Well, actually, in fact, think of the amount of attacks that have gone by without someone filming it.
Great. I don't want to. if we see the ones that are happening and then we don't think about the ones that are not happening.
Yeah,
Not nice.
exactly.
And in South Africa, do you have any weird words?
Okay, the most common weird one would probably be robot. So
Okay.
they call the
What
traffic
does that-
lights.
Traffic lights.
Yeah, basically.
Why?
Traffic lights are called robots. Who knows why? Maybe the colors. I don't know.
Maybe the colours. When you look up a robot in the dictionary, it goes, maybe the colours. You've no idea why.
No, I have no idea why, but it has nothing to do with District 13. But I have to say, with robots, I remember my mother in Australia, she refused to call it a traffic light. And so she'd often give directions to people and she'd tell them, you stop at the robot and then you turn to the right, and they'd be looking at her like, what robot is she talking
Look at the giant robot, a Gundam in the middle of the street. 2, 3, 4.
Some grammar, some grammar, some grammar. Let's talk about some grammar, some grammar, some grammar.
I'd like to thank Kelly, and I'm sure we'll be hearing more from her in future podcasts. I'm recording this grammar section in the middle of a storm, so maybe you can hear the rain behind me, but rain is so relaxing, so after this long podcast, I'm sure it's appreciated. We're going to look at the difference between have and have got. Now, many people come to me saying they know the difference. Yes, I know the difference between have and have got. And they say, have got is more possessive. What a load of rubbish. They are identical. They mean the same thing. There is no difference whatsoever. If your teacher tells you that there is a difference, leave them. The only thing is, have got is a little bit more informal rather than have, which is more formal. And remember, have got is not the present perfect of get. And we normally use the have got form of have only in the present tense. For future reference, different forms of have are used. Also, for past tenses, we use different forms of have, not different forms of have got. So let's take a look at a few examples. I've got a terrible pain in my tooth. Now, normally when we use have got, we contract have, so we have v. I've got a terrible pain in my tooth. This is quite informal. I have a terrible pain in my tooth is a little bit more formal, but really they are the same thing. They haven't got a garage. They don't have a garage. They don't have a garage, more formal. Have got cannot be used to talk about actions. Only have is possible in this case. So, I usually have breakfast at 7 o'clock, not I usually have got breakfast at 7 o'clock. The same is true for all the other meals of the day. Now, we use have or have got to talk about possession, relationships, characteristics and illnesses. In these contexts, it is not used in the continuous form. She's got 3 fish and a cat. She has 3 fish and a cat. Not, she's having got 3 fish and a cat. It's even difficult for me to say, she's having got 3 fish and a cat. It's more like a tongue twister. Have you got a chisel I can borrow? Do you have a chisel I can borrow? So, do you have a chisel I can borrow is a bit more formal. What's a chisel? Do you know? A chisel is that long-bladed hand tool with an edge which is beveled, and also a handle at one side, and you hit the handle with a hammer usually or a mallet to cut wood, stone or metal. I'm sure you've all seen one, and I'm sure you've all used one. Now, have had is the present perfect form of have, which is used to describe states or actions which started in the past and continue up to the present. Had, which people think is invented, but it's actually real, it exists. Had is the past perfect form of have, which we use to talk about longer actions or situations which continued up to a past moment that we're talking about. So now I've cleared up that very important point, let's go over to the jingle. Bye.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining on his English lips, Kris
Is an anagram of risk.
Kris.